Is there any more doom and gloom from the national media about the housing market? Because you know there's not. We're going to go over mortgage demand, what they're seeing on a week-to-week basis as we've been reporting. We're also going to talk again about rents and what is actually happening to what's being reported, especially here locally. Next on Real Estate Daily. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, mortgage, and the housing market. Now, before we jump into that, hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to give you the best 5 to 10 minutes daily on the housing market. Now, let's jump right into it. CNBC came out this morning, just a little while ago. Mortgage finance demand jumps 18% as interest rates drop for the 5th straight week. Guys, we are seeing a resurgence back into the housing market. All I know is that I had nothing going on. Pretty much most of my real estate friends, realtor friends, had nothing going on in December. Market starts getting hot in January, and now closings in February are going to be strong. And we're seeing it all the way around. Almost every property I've put offers on have had multiple offers. I know my business partner and other people in the industry have said the same thing. If the house is halfway decent or it's updated, it's got multiple offers right now. And so we're seeing resurgence in that housing market. If you're listening to people that are telling you the housing market's crashing or collapsing, again, they're reading old national news stories, or they're reading, they're reading social media or media stories that are all have an agenda, because we're not seeing it out there and the numbers are surely not showing it. All right, next article. I'm going to beat this dead horse over and over because we feel that the majority of people out there that are looking for investment and wealth, there's two major ways that people have investments for retirement funds. Number one, all right, I go to a 401k or IRA, whatever, and then I allow some guy who I've never met in my life to take my money and then turn around and then gamble with it out there in the stock market. Now, if you look at the stock market over the past 10 years, yeah, it's been going up and up and up. Well, for the majority of time, except for the in 2020, where it dipped, we printed money, guys. We've been printing money. So when you print money, you cause everything to inflate because everyone has money. Everyone wants to buy everything. So that's what's been going up over and over and over. And so when your IRA or your 401k is going up, and then last year when we stopped printing money, what happened? Oh yeah, took a dive into the dirt. And this year I told you I predicted another dive into the dirt again, because there is no more printing of money. In fact, we went over yesterday, credit card debt is at all-time high. It should hit $1 trillion within the next 60 days. Never even came close to that. And bank accounts or savings accounts have hit almost all-time lows. There are let's call it the citizens in the 60s saved more money on an average than people in 2023. Think about that. Think about it. It's ridiculous. So when we're looking at wealth, we look at, okay, let's take it out of the stock market. It's garbage, right? That guy doesn't care about me. He's at a 3-martini lunch that I'm paying for. And when he tips the hot cocktail waitress $100, guess who's paying for it? You got it. You, out of your hard worked funds for your retirement. So self-directed IRAs, a lot of people are doing that, and now they're becoming more and more popular. Some people put it in precious metals. Other people are reinvesting it back into houses, whether it be their first house, they turn around and rent it and buy a second house. That's what's been happening. But in the infinite wisdom of our elected officials on the blue team, they want to take that away from you as well. Okay, so how do they take it away from you? The first thing they do is they say when you rent your property, you have to now not have your own rights because it's your property. The government's going to come in and scan and say, no, you can only raise rents X, or we freeze rent. They are trying to control your money, basically, when it's all coming down to it, your investments. So here we go. Biden administration, this happened on January 25th. Biden administration rolls out blueprint for renter's bill of rights. Okay, the renter and the owner have a choice. The renter has a choice to go rent that property, and the investor has a choice of actually renting it to them. So whether they come up with a price that is access or agreeable between both parties, that's what's happening. But no, now the government's got to come in because they're looking for votes. Everything they do is about votes. If you don't understand that right now, blue team is blue votes. That's all they care about. They care about nothing else. Nothing else whatsoever. They don't care about world hunger. They don't care about peace. They don't care about death, drugs, whatever's coming over the board. They care nothing about any of that. They only care about control. For you to do this is ridiculous. They're saying that any government, any government loan that is connected with a rental property, they're going to give you a set of rights of which a set of guidelines which you have to fall under and you have to maintain for your renters. Okay? BS. You already have it in major cities across the United States, including Los Angeles, where they've frozen rents now for 3 years. 3 years you couldn't raise it. Yet they have no problem raising your property taxes, raising your any kind of tax, billing you, showing up at the property. If the property has to be registered as a rental, they're showing up and they're making you do work to the property, because then if you don't do it, they'll put you in REAP and they'll take possession of the property. They won't upgrade it. They'll just collect the money until you upgrade it. They keep collecting the money. This is what's happening. It's time for a change. If the poorest people out there in this state are the ones that are making the worst decisions, and they're the ones that Newsom and everybody else is crapping all over. So let's go over this. These are 10 metro areas are the most rent burdened in the United States. New York City becomes number one. Don't tell me that rents are going down, okay? I keep hearing it from media, from the government. Rents are not going down. They're not going down. If they're going down, it's because it's an agenda in which they're shaping numbers to make their story sound better, okay? And I'm going to prove it to you right now. We already know that New York City just is gone through the roof. Right now, the average income in New York City would have to pay 69% of their income just to rent, for a rental. So what are people doing? Well, now they're living with roommates and they're renting rooms out. They're stacking people on top of each other. It's happening. That's what's happening. Or, as we've seen it happen, the homeless population is blowing up because people have nowhere to go. Why? Because the government spends $1.7 trillion on, I don't know, the mating habits of bats on cocaine, right? Come on. Look at the crap they put in $1.7 billion. They took care of all their buddies. It was a thank you very much for hurting the First Amendment and the Second Amendment and suppressing the United States. That's what it was for. It wasn't helping our citizens. I'm going to keep standing on this soapbox until you guys figure it out. Here it is. Here is the Orange County Register. And let's go read the Orange County Register today. California rents fall 5 straight months. Where's the biggest drop? Okay? That's the headline. Then it says underneath the headline, let's read what it says. Because they don't even believe their bullshit that they add their headline. It says some of the biggest hikes in 3 years were Marietta, Moreno Valley. Irvine and Mission Viejo are also home to some of the highest rents. What does that have to do with rents falling? Okay? What does that have to do with rents falling? Now, let's go deep dive this terrible article by Jonathan Lasner. This guy right here is probably one of the worst columnists out there. He used to be real estate only. Now they call him a business columnist. He used to be really good. I used to watch him. But as the years have gone by, he's either tainted, I don't know. He is just all about giving you crap information. Terrible. So let's see. Buzz. California's biggest rents fell for the 5th straight consecutive month in January. Okay, what's your source, brother? Come on, Jonathan, what's your source? What's the Orange County Register paying you for? My trusty spreadsheet looked at the January estimates compiled by Apartment List of Lease Rates. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? In Orange County, how many apartments are there? Now, I agree. Santa Ana has a lot. Anaheim has its share. But where else are you seeing big droves of apartments here in Orange County? You're not. So why are you looking on apartment list? Okay? Do you see 4-bedroom apartments out there? No. You see 3-bedroom apartments out there? Very, very scarce. You're not even looking at what the typical homes in Orange County are. They're 3-bedroom. You're not even comparing that. So, Jonathan, before we get in the big drops and the big hikes, let me ask you this. What is a medium rent price that's active in Irvine right now? Since you want to go down here and you want to say biggest drops in Irvine, Irvine's off 2.3% to $29.96. What is a medium price in Irvine to rent? Rent on the MLS, because that's where everyone goes, the MLS. Oh, Jonathan, it's $5,000. You want to contact me? My information's below, because I'll prove it to you. But proving this crap and shoveling this out to everybody, you, again, are using a disservice. Your agenda is crap. So let's go over a few things here. 1 month, big 1 month drops, big 3-year drops. Look at the 3-year. Oakland, San Francisco, Berkeley, the homeless population out of control. Who wants to rent in the homeless out there crapping all over the streets? Nobody. Where are we looking at 1 month drops? Oh, Santa Rosa. We're all back to the same central garbage governments that are out there. We have Vista off 2 point, and Irvine, which I just proved to you, that these are apartments. It could be how many apartment complexes are there versus home rentals? Take the whole rental market. Don't take apartments, dude. That's stupid. 12 months. Roseville, again, Central California. Costa Mesa's down. So Costa Mesa's down 3.5%. How many apartments are rented in Costa Mesa? I don't think very many. I think any homes are being Airbnb'd all day long, which are way higher than this. And then any houses are anyone knows, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. This is what we call garbage. Let's look at the big hikes. So the losses were 15 in all Central California. But let's go look here in the 3 big hikes. It's all here in Southern California. We're looking at Marietta, Escondido, and Moreno Valley. Interesting. 1 month hikes, Pomona. Fresno's on it as well. Okay. Fresno's not where all the yuppies are at up there in San Francisco. Okay. So it's a lower income community compared to those. Glendale. Again, apartments. How many apartments are there? Right? It doesn't make any sense. These numbers are way, way off. Highest rents, I just told you Irvine was $5,000 a month. That's in the MLS, and that's in today's MLS. How's Mission Viejo only $3,000? Yeah, again, it's an apartment. It's an apartment. And apartment lists, I'm sure, have all these senior communities there as well. They're just grabbing anything. They're not going over Airbnbs that are hot right now, that people are getting $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 a month for. Guys, these numbers are horrible. If you look at it, then let's go down one step further. Top 10. Let's go. LA went down 0.3. Why? Rent freeze. Rent freeze for 3 years. San Diego, rent freeze. San Jose, dumpster fire, rent freeze. San Francisco, rent freeze, dumpster fire. Guys, these numbers are way off. There's no way that that a lot of people are living month to month out there. And they're sitting there saying, oh, my rent went down. Hey, did your rent go down? So stupid. So stupid. Stop listening to your government. Vote the right. Vote the people that care about you. Stop voting people that don't care about you. Like Governor Newsom. Thank you for the 385% hike in the Southern California gas right after the election. Felt good, didn't it, out there, Californians? Yeah. All right, let's jump right into rates. Rates have now inched up again today. 30-year conformings at 6.26, 30-year FHA went up about 3 basis points to 6.17. Still, if you guys shop those rates, you're still in the high fives, if not the mid fives. Go out there and shop those rates. The buyers are out, and now, even though the properties are still thin, the buyers are out there because they don't want to pay rents, because rents keep going up. Not what the garbage, the Orange County Register, or any of these other media outlets tell you. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I know I went on a rant, a complete rant. If you disagree, go put it down in the comments. I'd love to see your comments. If your rent went down, actually anyone's rent went down, put it in the comments down there. In the same property that you've lived in, I want to know if your rent went down. Don't tell me you went from a 4-bedroom to a 1-bedroom and say my rent went down. That isn't smart. Guys, take care and I'll see you tomorrow.